Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to do another one of my kind of gift ideas for the month of November, the last of them. And these are hidden paper clips again, but these are circles. So, and they make these really cool little tabs. Oops, only if I can line it up. Here we go. Yes, they I think they look pretty neat on the edge of the page, and it gives you a little tab. And I was inspired to do this design by Lori Padilla on YouTube, and I will try to remember to link her channel below, or at least mention it in the description box. So let's get started. So I have used my 1 3/4 inch, 1.75 inch punch to do these because I had it to hand. I found it when I was doing my big ongoing reorganization and cleanup of my creative space. So you need this is a nice cardstock. Oh, let's see where to put it. Some that I had in my stash, and it's from Ella and Viv Paper Companies called Spice Market Medina, and I've had this for several years, so I doubt that it's still available, but maybe out there somewhere. I just think it's very happy paper, and I really like it a lot. And it's not super duper heavy, but it's plenty heavy enough for this particular project. And then for the inner circles, I've just used some kind of lightweight white cardstock. Yeah, it's not very heavy at all, but heavier than paper. So it is definitely a light cardstock. And then paper clips, and I discovered as I was doing this project that the paper clips that I bought from Amazon actually have 3 sizes of paper clips in them. And so I'm choosing the smallest of the 3 for this particular project. I think this would be really fun to do with the bigger paper clips too, but I don't know where I put my bigger circle punch. I'll find it though. Eventually I'll get this room cleaned out well enough that I'll actually be able to find it. Well, I won't say everything that I own, but more of the things that I own. How's that? So you need 2 circles, plain circles, or whatever you want to use. You could use pattern paper too, but you can't see it. So, and then 2 of the circles for the outside, and you trim the inside circles off so that there's enough space for the paper clip to fit, but it still leaves enough room for the tab part of the hidden paper clip. So you want to make sure that you have some room down here to be able to glue it shut, and this is the longer leg of the paper clip. So you could measure them if you want. I just kind of eyeballed one, and then I continued to eyeball them for a while, and then I thought, well, why don't you just use one of the ones you know works as a pattern? I tell you, sometimes the girl is a little slow. I still don't think I have recovered from all the work I put into cleaning up the craft room. I just kind of jumped right in and didn't even say to everybody, I hope you've had a good day or having a good day, and maybe you've gotten to do something creative. That would be great. Okay, so we will get into this, and I always start with the longer leg. Oh, my art glitter glue is being a little bit persnickety today. I tried using the Tombow glue. I don't know. I like the Tombow glue a lot, but for this particular project, I kind of felt like my my circles slid around a little bit more than they do with the art glitter glue, and I didn't get them lined up quite as well. I think because I squeezed and then things shifted. Now, if you're using a directional paper, you want to make sure you've got that going the right direction. But mine works from whichever direction. So put that on there, and then we'll do this half. Now Lolly, when she did hers, she clamped them down for them to dry with the art glitter glue. And given the fact that I live in a very dry climate here in Arizona, I didn't really find that necessary, although I do have some clothespins that I may put on here just to kind of facilitate the process of moving along. So just give it a good squeeze. Make sure you squeeze down here by the end of the paper clip, and then get it lined up as best you can. And then you could take your clips or your bulldog clips or whatever you have and clamp around the edges. And make sure that you get a good seal on that front edge where you're going to be sliding it over your page or your bookmark or whatever you decide you want to put it on. So I'll let that sit and set for a couple of seconds. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, my brain is not working at its best today, I think. Although I have to say, I think I'm so truly worn out from that project. Oh my goodness. My husband was gone. He left on Sunday morning, and I started working in this room on Sunday morning, and I worked all week. I did not leave the house except to walk down to get the mail the whole time he was gone, and I still didn't get done. And I'm so crazy. I thought I was going to get like 3 rooms done. Yeah, no. But you know, I don't know why I think that, because the stuff didn't get in here overnight. You know, I've been dragging stuff into this room as long as we've lived in this house, which is more than 25 years now. So, you know, it just doesn't go away quickly. I did take a decent load over to the Art Resource Center, and that was mostly like 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Although there was some scrapbook paper in there too. I did manage to get some of my scrapbook paper cleaned out. And if you haven't been with me before, welcome, of course. But the Art Resource Center is a resource for teachers and artists, and it's in Tempe, Arizona. And it is a wonderful, wonderful organization. They do great work, and they make lots of people very, very happy. Let me see, did that... I sort of feel like I didn't get this quite right. Oh, yeah. I just oozed over a little extra glue, a little piece of Kleenex box here. Since I can't stand to throw away anything that has a pattern on it. Just never know when that little piece of Kleenex box can come in handy. Well, today it did. Hi, Sid. My little kitty Sid has come to visit. He and I have been playing. He brought me his little plastic spring to play with this morning. We have not gotten a chance to play much lately. He said, yeah, not at all last week. Oh, poor kitties. They're like, John's out of town and you're not playing with us. Excuse me, I had to get a sip of my coffee. Yes, the kitties were missing their normal routine. So this is probably just going to be a lot more of the same, but let's go this again. We'll do glue around the edge and all around the paper clip to make sure it's good and set. And you could put a piece of tape, washi tape, or any kind of tape over the paper clip to hold it if you want to. I haven't felt it was necessary, so I haven't done it. There's one of the hidden paperclip designs that it's hard to do without it. But this one is not. This one is not that case. Well, and you know, it might be smarter to only put your glue on one side, since I'm now getting my fingers all gluey. Try to get this lined up. And then I'm going to add more glue anyway, so I guess I should do that. Just glue on one side. I just get too busy talking to you and forget what I'm doing. So I will re-glue all the area where I wipe that off on my fingers. And then get this on here and get it. Oops. Well, now I can't get hold of it. Alrighty, there we go. Get it lined up as best we can. Make sure I got that. Just think these will be very happy little tabs across the top or down the side of journal pages. I've got a couple of journal projects, things I want to make for myself to help me with organizing my plans for 2025 for the projects that I want to make. So I thought these would be kind of a happy little addition to that book. I also think these would be great bookmarks. I almost said book pages. No, bookmarks. So just slide easily over the book page and mark your place in the book you're reading. Coming to an end of the book that I'm reading now, and then I'm going to read the new series that Richard Osman was written. Oh, and I can't remember. His original series that I absolutely love is the Thursday Murder Club, because I read a lot of murder mysteries, but not the scary ones, not true crime ones, because I have too many nightmares for that. You know, all that stuff is very fascinating, but I just have to be careful with what I watch and what I read, or I have terrible nightmares. Have had ever since I was a kid. I don't know why. Overactive imagination, most likely, but I am. So I try to avoid stuff that'll make me, fodder for my nightmares, if you will. But I'm very excited to read this the new series Richard Osman is writing. I've had the book for a while, and I was going to read it. Twice now I was going to read it, and I had put it up and couldn't find it. So this time when I found it, I put it next to the book I'm reading now so that it couldn't, so it didn't get away and I didn't lose it again, because I am ready to start reading it. It's the Thursday Murder Club is going to be a movie out, I think, in 2025. Steven Spielberg has been involved with that movie. And it's, I don't know, I'm a little confused about whether it's going to be released directly on Netflix or if it's going to be in the theater and then Netflix. I am not certain of that. So, excuse me, let me get a drink. I think all of the dust that I stirred up last week has come back to haunt me. My voice kind of comes and goes. I'm not sick. Of course, we have had a little bit of warmer weather here in Arizona again, too, and I think that gets things going. Here we go. So, see, relatively simple project, and a nice a nice end result, I think. Let's just get one more here. Let's get this a good squeeze. Just because they're sitting here, let's let the clothespins do a little work. These would be really easy to do too if you had Christmas paper and you wanted to do some to go along with your Christmas presents. This would be really fun if you were giving somebody a book for Christmas. My sister asked me what I wanted the other day for Christmas, and I sent her a couple books that I would like to read. So goodness, concentrating. Whoops, don't see what. You want to try to make sure you get them lined up on that bottom edge where you're going to be sliding the page in. It'll just make life easier if you do. To do one more video at least today. I'd really like to do two, but because I'm losing my Thursday filming day because it's Thanksgiving and we're going to be having dinner, Thanksgiving, or our Thanksgiving meal. It's earlier in the day with my niece and her family and my sister, so and they live about an hour and a half away, so it will be an all-day adventure, but it will be very nice to see the kids that aren't, really kids anymore. So our two youngest ones in that group are freshmen in college this year. I still can't believe it. So, okay. Let's go back over these. I don't know why I like to use clothespins, but I think it reminds me a lot of my childhood. And I always thought they were rather fascinating contraptions. They were a pretty cool idea. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get these on here. There we go. And I didn't open the paper clips up at all before I did mine. You can if you'd like. I hadn't found these paper clips particularly tightly closed. Like I said, I got them from Amazon, so there's the end. Well, this is not a bad amount of paper clips to get done. My goodness, I've got them for both ends and the whole middle. They do hold on well. Of course, the piece of paper that I'm putting them on is not really paper, it's more cardstocky, so it is a bit thicker than, let's say, a book page. So there we go. This is what I got done today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So that's an 8 because one's still drying. So that's a lot for me to get done in one video. I'll just try to sneak this one onto this corner. Nope. There we go. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, comment, let me know what you think of this this hidden paperclip idea. What would you use it for? I bet it would also be great in a cookbook, since I'm thinking about cooking. Always thinking about cooking at Thanksgiving. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll join me again in the future. And for now, I will say bye-bye.